What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. So just when you think things were going to settle in, have a nice kind of cool week headed into Utah, you thought wrong. Kavosiey, who is a running back transferred from Kentucky, had some things to say after the loss to Washington State last night, and now things seem to be unraveling with what he meant to say, with what he was trying to say, how people implied what he said. We're going to read what he said, and then we're going to talk about it ourselves, and then I want to hear from you guys in the comments your thoughts about what he said. So here's what he first tweeted. He goes, simple fact, bro. We could have went undefeated this year. Too much selfish ball going on. Man can't win like that. 100. Got to play and win as a team, but if you go the other route, you get results like this. Sad face with a little buffalo. No big deal, I guess. But obviously people are going to read that and imply however they want to, take that and send that to the rest of the world. Well, On3 then retweets it, which On3 obviously being a reputable news source, anytime a news source kind of doubles down or retweets it, it's going to imply or maybe, let's say, fire up the drama that may or may not be intended by the original tweet. So they retweet it saying, running back Kavosiey says the Buffs would be undefeated if they didn't play selfish ball. That is a fact. Here's where they kind of double down. They hit him with the eye emoji, which if I'm reading that for the very first time, I'm like, yo, what's he implying here? Then shares the tweet. Kavosiey then retweeted it and said, y'all trying to make something bigger than what it is. Be forgetting y'all this is your job. So there's multiple parts to this, multiple levels to this. I'm going to take it step by step. Step one, the original tweet from Kavosiey. Taking understanding and realizing what he was trying to say and just following along Colorado football this year and what Coach Primus said in his press conference. What I believe he's implying here is that if we don't play selfishly, meaning if we play understanding the guys around me have my back, play as a team, play as a unit, and when you play selflessness in football, you can be more effective. You're going to hit harder, you're going to run faster because you're going to believe the guy behind you has your back to step up and fill in. Same thing with the offensive line, same thing with quarterback. Trust the guys around you and allow for the team to be cohesive. That's what I believe he was implying because, again, he put a little buff at the end. So it wasn't as if he felt that, it was a shot towards Colorado because I believe going through the practice, he's looking around going, we have a talented football team. We've got everything that we need to win, to be successful, but we're not doing it the right way. Now, again, if you read this, understanding, coming off a loss, everyone's upset, understanding that Kavosiey being a big-time transfer from Kentucky and not getting too much playing time, and you just see that off the rip, and then On3 being a journal source, they're going to just read it, and again, that emoji, it's surprising how much a little emoji can do. If they maybe just tweeted it out and left it be, who knows if the reaction would have been the same? I don't know. But I understand where they're coming from, because when you first read it, you're going to think, oh, shit. He's playing selfish ball, meaning he didn't get the ball enough, meaning this, meaning that. It just, you leave the door open for anything to be said or discussed. Now, him retweeting it, I don't see that original tweet on his Twitter anymore, that original one that On3 retweeted, but he then quoted it, and he has blocked comments, so we can't see what people are saying about his tweet, saying, y'all trying to make something bigger than what it is. Again, be forgetting y'all this is your job. And we've even heard Coach Prime in press conference say, I've got to be careful what I say because you'll spin it and turn it which way you want to make a story out of it. And that seems to be kind of what he's trying to imply with On3 here. I don't believe, honestly, this is a one-time rare occasion, and I could be wrong, and y'all let me know in the comments. I feel both parties are in a right here. He voiced his opinion on Twitter, which, again, I learned a very valuable lesson the other day when sending emails out. You may mean for it to mean something else, but you don't understand the person that's reading or the feeling or emotion that person is when they receive said email, said tweet. So who knows, or again, how the rest of the world was reading that tweet. If you go to the On3 comments, again, they all kind of feel the same way, right? Say this to your team, not Twitter, my guy. Your QB wants to play hero ball, can't get the ball out. That's your problem. So people are obviously feel the same way when reading it as On3 felt. Wheels falling off the wagon at Colorado. Now, most of these people are probably haters, right? And glad for the downfall that is happening currently, which is a couple of L's and a couple of frustrated players of the non-success on the football field, which is normal. That's supposed to happen. They should be frustrated. And what sucks, to be honest with you, is we want players to be more active on social media. We want to see these players. We want to see more behind the scenes. But then when they speak their opinion, when they have a voice, we just if it doesn't fit our MO, or it just feels that the timing isn't right, we just completely just drag them across the mud. And we're going to wonder what happens when we don't see our players anymore. We don't hear about them. The great thing about NIL is we're able to see them more, connect with them, talk with them, communicate with them, see them more on these type of things, because they're creating content, because they're able to generate more revenue based on that. Well, they're also kids, we have to remember. And sometimes they may speak out of hand or speak too quickly, or again, it could have just been timing, right? And sometimes how you word things have a big factor into it. So very interesting development here. Again, I don't think much will come of it. Coach Prime may be asked about it on Tuesday. I believe he'll handle it the same way, that, look, he's not wrong. We need to play more cohesive football, which he has already alluded to in multiple press conferences. So that's what I think he was trying to apply, and I think he doubled down on that with retweeting it, saying, this isn't what I meant. But I want to hear from you guys. Would you have read that and thought, yeah, that seems a little sus? Or did On3 and the haters kind of find a hole and try to make it more than what it was? I want to know from you guys. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe. Channel's on the way to 3,000 subs. Mean a lot if you help us get there. See you guys in the next one. Peace.